Let me ask you something. Are you constantly busy but feel like you're not making any real progress? If that sounds familiar, you might be stuck in what author Rich Horwath calls a tactical tomb. In this explainer, we're diving into his book, Strategic, the Skill to Set Direction, to figure out how to break free and become a truly strategic leader. You know, it's a question that really gets to the heart of modern work, right? It is so incredibly easy to get swept up in this endless cycle of tasks, meetings, and emails. We start confusing all that activity with actual achievement. We feel productive, but we're not really moving the needle on the goals that matter. And this book is all about how to break that cycle for good. Horwath has a name for this state. He calls it being the unstrategic, being trapped in that tactical tomb. It's a powerful image, isn't it? It's that feeling, you know the one, of spending all day putting out fires and answering emails, only to look up at 5 p.m. and realize you haven't touched your most important work. And hey, if this sounds familiar, you are definitely not alone. So many leaders feel completely overwhelmed. In fact, a Gartner survey found that a whopping 68% of managers reported feeling overwhelmed at work. This constant firefighting makes it feel almost impossible to just step back and think about the big picture. But making that time is absolutely critical. This isn't just some nice-to-have skill. As the former Pepsi CEO Indra Nooyi puts it, strategic acuity is the single most important skill for any leader today. It's what separates the people who just manage the present from the ones who actually build the future. Now here's what I think is the most empowering idea in the whole book. Being strategic isn't some gift you're born with. It's not a mystical talent reserved for a select few. No, it's a skill. It's a discipline. It's something that anyone can learn, practice, and get really good at. And that's exactly what this book's framework is designed to help you do. So to help us get there, Horwath provides a beautifully simple and powerful mental model. It's a framework designed to give real structure to your thinking and to guide you from that state of tactical reaction to one of strategic, purposeful action. Okay, let's get to the heart of it. The framework is called the 3 A's of strategy. That's acumen, allocation, and action. Just think of them as the 3 core disciplines of strategic leadership: thinking, planning, and acting. All right, let's start with that first A, acumen. This is all about the quality of your thinking. It's the discipline of actually stepping back from the daily chaos to generate real, valuable insights about your business and your market. Horwath defines acumen as generating insights to create new value, and he makes this brilliant point. Prescribing a solution without a proper diagnosis is basically business malpractice. We would never accept that from a doctor, so why do we do it at work all the time? Acumen is the diagnosis phase. Now, to help with that diagnosis, the book gives us this great tool called the contextual radar. It just prompts you to look at 4 key areas. For the market, you might ask, what new technology could totally disrupt our industry? For customers, how have their needs changed in the last year? For competitors, what are our rivals doing that we're completely missing? And for your own company, what are our biggest internal roadblocks or our unique strengths? Systematically asking these questions gives you that crucial 360-degree view. Okay, so once you've developed those insights, the next A is allocation. This is where you translate all that smart thinking into a concrete plan. Look, allocation is about focusing your finite resources, your time, your money, your people, where they'll have the biggest impact. This isn't just about creating a budget. It's about making conscious and often pretty tough strategic trade-offs to really amplify your strengths. I just love this quote in the book from Meg Whitman. She says, strategy is as much the art of exclusion as it is inclusion. And that's the key takeaway, right? Strategy isn't just about what you decide to do. It's just as much about what you purposefully decide not to do. Saying no to good ideas so you can focus on the great ones, that's a strategic superpower. And finally, even the most brilliant insights and the most focused plans are pretty much worthless without the third A, action. Action is where the rubber meets the road. It's about turning the insights from your acumen and the trade-offs from your allocation into disciplined, prioritized execution. It's all about making things happen, but intelligently. And the book gives us tools for the action phase too. For instance, to avoid that classic sunk cost trap, that tendency to keep pouring resources into a failing project, Horwath suggests a simple 3-step process. First, do the blank slate test. If this project was brand new today, would you still fund it? Second, get an outside opinion from someone who isn't emotionally invested. And third, take a hard look at your company culture. Does it reward people for staying the course, even when it's clearly a bad idea?
So, with all these frameworks and tools, what's the verdict? Is this a practical toolkit you can start using on Monday morning, or is it more of a dense academic textbook?
Well, on the one hand, it is absolutely packed with incredibly practical tools, like the contextual radar we just walked through. And the 3A framework is so clear and memorable you can apply it right away. But to be fair, if you're a complete beginner to strategic concepts, it might feel a little dense in some spots. It really shines for folks already in leadership roles, and you've got to have real discipline to put these ideas into practice consistently.
So that brings us to the final question. Who is this book really for?
You're going to get immense value from this book if you're a manager who feels trapped in that tactical tomb we talked about. It's perfect if you're looking for a structured, repeatable process for strategic thinking. And honestly, it's a fantastic resource for MBA students or entrepreneurs who need battle-tested frameworks to build their businesses. Basically, it's for anyone who's ready to make that leap from just being busy to being truly strategic. So, are you ready to stop firefighting and start setting direction to finally climb out of that tactical tomb and become the strategic leader your organization needs? If this sounds like the upgrade you've been looking for, go ahead and check out the links in the description below. It's a great way to support our work, and it's at no extra cost to you. Thanks for tuning in.